Okay guys, day at the range here, and just going through a little bit of a cleaning here with my favorite ballast doll. Just going through a quick spray down here. And I just, I kind of liberally spray this, try not to get it into the firing pin area and things like that as much as I can. Try to stay clear of that right there, this particular area. But I'll let this soak. It's been soaking a little bit already. And then I'll just grab this and start going through some of the detailed areas here. Again, this is just a real quick field strip. It's an M&P 2.0 9 millimeter. It's not the compact. And you'll see I just kind of quickly just kind of go through here, rub the rails, get on this and here as much as I can, lightly go over this quickly. Kind of rub it in, let it set, get into crevices here. Such. Okay, you can see that's obviously been fired today. Same thing with the barrel. I'll go over this real quickly here. In these little crevices and cracks, and then I'll actually go through the barrel, kind of spin it around as I'm going down in there, back and forth. Grab another one, and I do have a snake that I could run down through here. Again, if I've been shooting a lot, I might do that, but something quick like this, I'll just go in with this, kind of rub it around, and again just the feed ramp, get it in here and let it soak a little bit more. And then again I just I go ahead and spray the spring here as well. Now the next one, what I like to do is I'll hit this directly, and then let me wipe down my hands here for a second. So as much as possible I try not to get all this on the lower here. Then I'll take this Q-tip here, as you just saw, and wet it down, and I'll go over this here as well in these areas. Just kind of hit this underneath, top, bottom, back, sort of on the inside here. Just sort of getting in here. And again, I just kind of go over it lightly. It's not a super thorough cleaning because I'll be firing this again. But you can see that's just, I mean, that's just quick, right? The other thing you can do now is take some of these paper towels, get in here on these rails. And again, I don't soak the lower. I get in there as quickly and as good as I can, get any of the heavy stuff out. You can see, I mean, it's picking up quite a bit. I'll probably go over that again here in a second. Okay, and then I'll pick these up, go over this. Again, it's amazing to me, this ballast doll, you let it set a little bit, and it'll really start breaking this down. And again, get the feed ramp so it's nice and shiny, clean. Okay, getting closer here. The spring, I just twist it, just like this. Just like that. Just get anything heavy on that. And then I'll take my finger just like this. Get in here. Again, wiping down any of the heavy stuff. And then I'll come back around again with a clean Q-tip. And get, you know, but you can see that heavy stuff just coming out of there. You want to try to get as much of that, obviously, as you can. And then I'll come back through here. And I'll get the outside here too. Just because my fingers are getting that on there. And we'll wipe this down as well. Get this all, okay, so you can see, I mean, that it's pretty caked on there. Okay. So now, let's set this aside a little bit here. Get a few more Q-tips. All right. Here. All right. So, some clean ones here. I'll set these back here out of the way. And again, at this point, without going in and soaking it, I'll just wet this down and then get right in here. You can see the more you do this and you get right in there's little crevices here. The idea is the less you should obviously start seeing on the Q-tip. The cleaner you get this, right? So the objective is to somewhat, I like getting right on the face here too in the firing pin area. See that? I'd almost neglected that for a second. I don't know if you can quite see that, but it's, you want to get right there on the face of that plate. Get that clean good. And again, I don't spray directly in there. You don't want to do that in the firing pin area. You always want to indirectly get that. Get that cleaned up. But that gets hit pretty heavy. Okay, so again, go over this, get here, and again, the idea is, guys, to just, look, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get a lot of this heavy stuff out of here. You want to clean your gun, take care of it, and it'll take care of you. That's kind of the way I look at it. You don't have to be super anal and spend an hour and a half on this. You got to start thinking about time and value and how much you're getting out of it. At some point, you're not going to get out of it what you're putting into it, right? So you want to just do the best you can, but not be super anal and ridiculous about it. Just take care of it, clean it. You are going to use it and fire it. It's not just a look at. So that's the idea, is to just take care of it. I have to be over crazy about it. I'm getting in the barrel pretty good, obviously, but I'm trying to keep an eye on the Q-tip, see if I'm getting most of this out of there. Just because that's where obviously a lot of it gets dirty. Okay. So again, I would call that like 95% right there. Just boom. And that's what I do. I just spray it down, go over it quickly, get the heavy stuff off. Again, do you want to go through this in detail? Sure, at some point. You want to break it all the way down and go through it with a fine-tooth comb, maybe every couple thousand rounds or something, you can do that. But when you go out and just shoot 100, couple hundred, whatever you just did at the range like I did, I'll just clean the heavy stuff off and get, like I say, 95% of it out and cleaned up before I put it back together. I will not store my guns dirty. I'm just one of those guys. Some guys laugh at that, but that's not the way I roll. I try to take care of my stuff, and I try to make sure that things are, I don't like the way that still looks, so I'm going to hit this again. I'm going to take care of my stuff. That's it. I do not put it away nasty. That's it. Now I leave, you know, this naturally will leave a little bit of an oily coat, which is what I want, and I want it, and you should want that as well, just to have a little bit of that lube on there still. You don't want it excessive and dripping, obviously. I mean, this is my everyday carry. I don't want oil rolling down the side of my back or in the holster dripping. So that's it. Okay, guys, it's pretty much what I do, how I take care of things quickly, and just kind of wanted to show you this is how I do things. So leave your comments, suggestions. I know everybody's got a different way of doing things. I'd be curious to know how you're doing it, if similar, and just let me know. God bless you and your family, and have a good weekend. Thank you. All right, bye.